Hi everyone, welcome. In this first session of Lean Startup or First Time Entrepreneurs, I'm very excited and welcome you. I was in Vizag last month. It was a very rushing time. I could not conduct a first meetup at Vizag. I take this opportunity to welcome you guys, and I think we learn from each other here. And I want to share what I'm doing it, and I want to give more to you guys, to that you can success and prosperous in your startup. So this session actually I planned for a couple of weeks, and now at least we could kick off this, and every week we will continue the same meetups so that everyone share their learning in their startup, so that others will gain the knowledge, and they will prosperous, and they will be able to do their startup in a proper way, to that so that quickly move on to the cycle of startup. Now actually, do you want to be an entrepreneur? Why? This is basically, many people think about why do you want to start a business, and some many reasons, like, oh, I could not get a job, so I want to start a business. Some of them, okay, I'm not happy with my job, then I want to start a business. That is not the reason. Actually, when you look into the successful entrepreneurship, they have an aspiration, they were inspired, then only you can be very happy what you're doing. Think about this when you want to be an entrepreneur. I just want to introduce myself. I'm born in India and brought up in India. I lived many years and I worked in India. Since 2003, I moved out of India after working, DRDO, HAL, and other companies. I was a I was very happy when I was doing it, these things, but still, at one point I was thinking why I should do 8 to 5 jobs, morning 8 o'clock and come at home at 5 o'clock. And at the end of the day, you see that you're tired and you are able to spend only little time with your family, as well as you are not able to think about what is the future, what is the plans, what are you working for your visions, if you have some ambitions. After working for many years, I thought, okay, let's review what I did all these years. I left India and went to US. I worked there, and I went to Norway on a special project with the Pratt and Whitney. Then I worked here for other companies like GE. Then I was so passionate about, hey, why can't I review my life? What I'm doing is, am I doing in right direction or not? Then I did an MBA in 2003. Then I thought, oh, I will achieve many things with an MBA. No, that was not the case. Then I was thinking, what is actually driving me post? Then I want to do myself what I want to do, what likes to me. Then I started a tech startup without thinking anything. Even though I got a little entrepreneurship education, that was not given a good results to me. Then I was course corrected how to get some good results, how to get more customers, networking with other entrepreneurs. Actually, they shared good knowledge to me. Then I've increased a little bit of sales and product strategies implemented. So I know how painful it is when you have a 9 to 5 job mindset, and when you want to start your own business or start your entrepreneurship, that's totally different mindset, believe me or not. So there is a totally career shift for me since last 2.5 years. I have learned many things I want to share here. Especially, I want to give why a lean startup could help an entrepreneur to quickly get on what he want to test it, what is their idea, quickly make their minimum viable product MVP, so that they will not waste their money as well as their time and others' money also. So I was actually mentored like good mentors like Robert Kiyosaki, who has written Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that book actually opened my eyes. Hey, what is actually, which quadrant I am in, what type of income I'm getting into, what is my future next 5 years, 10 years. So Robert has written many books, but which one I read couple of books, but the one I want to share here, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and in that he talks about cash flow quadrant. A cash flow quadrant is actually depicts that how many types of income generation can happen to a person in his life cycle or in a different phases of what he want to do. Normally 80% or 90% people are employed in this world. They work for somebody else and they get been paid a salary at the end of the month. Some people want to choose, oh, I have a skill, as I want to start my own, so they will become self-employed. And some want to start their business, they are in the B quadrant, and they make some products or people to work for them. Some will prosperous, some will fail, but those are the business owners, they make the money from their business. And the fourth quadrant is about investors. They make their money investing their money works hard for them. The cycle goes like this. When you become employee, you have a job. When you self-employed, you own your job. That's it, nothing more difference. When you have a business, you own a system, or people work for you. You might have a good product. That product can generate a profitable business. You make lot more money, or at least some money which can you life your goes on, depends on how efficiently, how well you are doing the business. And the fourth quadrant is about investors. What I said is your money works hard for you. So that's why actually Rich Dad Poor Dad actually inspiring me. So whoever not read Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, I recommend to read that book, so that you can change your lifestyle, as well as you can make many different things in your life, so that you can live a better life, or you can get a better job, at least thinking that way. Or you can, because once you become a free mindset, then you are not fear of anything. Oh, I have an alternative source of income, why should I get a good job, happy job? So that's why at least it will give to benefit to all of them. I recommend to read that book. Today what I want to discuss about is why a lean, what is the lean can help for a first time entrepreneurship, what are the different elements that going to give more knowledge. Also I'm going to touch base about business model canvas, which actually have a different elements where you fine tune your business along with those elements, so that you get more revenue than the more cost structure. Also, how do you want to fuel your startup? There are, we have a movie like in India is Three Idiots, but here it is called Three Apps. You get your first time fuel to start your entrepreneurship with friends, families, and fools. We will discuss about how you want to use it. The next one is about you have fear and failure. So that's actually causes to many people to quit their entrepreneurship or their dream because they fear of failure. Also we look at what is bootstrapping, how bootstrapping can help you to stand on you, stand, and so that you can do more independently instead of looking for funds or a VC. When you are working on your idea, when you want to scale up at the right time or before. So how we look into it, those are the, I just want to touch base them because there are in-depth elements for each of those things, but in this is a short session, so we will just touch base and see so what are those, how we can use those things to quickly roll out your product, or bring a profitable business niche in couple of months. What is lean we're talking about here? Lean is an operational excellence, so that you can, whatever you do operationally. Ideas are not the main thing to do anything to develop your business. Or ideas can be anything. Same idea can be implemented by many people, but they do an operational excellence. That is what makes the difference to win your competition or you do better. So this is one of the thing how the lean is going to help, especially the first time entrepreneurship, so that they don't waste, they don't burn their money, they do quickly roll out, they use an efficient process using those lean methods. We look into those methods, how it is. The lean actually can three elements in it. One is you have an idea, then build it, then either it is either software or product, you develop it and you measure how it is working, you learn from that, you implement progress. It's a continuous improvement process. It's an idea where Toyota in Japan implemented the Lean Six Sigma methodology that can be implemented to any part of the, including your life, your family, your business, your entrepreneurship, wherever it is. You can use this method so that you can do an efficient operation and learn from it. So these three elements. Out of this, when it comes to startup, making a minimum viable product quickly is very important. It is the key to test your idea. So this is what is about simply talking about lean startup, but there are many things. How do you will do a value stream mapping so that entire value you will see where is the lead times taking out, where is the waste is going out, where is the unavoidable waste and unavoidable costs, how do you want to recover them. Those are many things are there, but these are the three steps, key areas to a lean startup. So we will see different principle, different method in in-depth courses or in-depth sessions. Lean basically about minimizing the waste and do very well in your startup in the early stage of startups. So that it will actually gives like some tools like 5 I's, 5 A's, value stream mapping, and as well as Kaizen. Kaizen is also about the good. You do for good, so that whatever you do it, that is actually going to result to be good. And these are actually implemented in my previous works as well as many places. Kaizen actually makes a very clean manufacturing area so that people will not be straining themselves. This will be about safety, cleanliness, all these things. These are the same principles also can be implemented like a startup. That is what Eric Ries is implemented in his MB startup, so that it's minimized many things, so that they were testing with the customers, they were learning, so they made a lot of progress in a short time. So these are the types of waste, like 7 type of the waste. We look into these as sometimes you scale quickly or overproduction. This affects the demand supply curve, so that you will wait it and you keep it, you waste your money as well as your revenues. So that is one kind of waste can happen in the startup. Also you wait up, you're waiting for something to come. You produce before, but it's not until completed product or process, you wait for something. So those are the things. When you put the value stream mapping, you will see all these elements, 7 waste, where are the things. When it is anything moving from one place to one, transportation, any processing problem, any standardization, are you having a more inventory, are you moving things, moving the people, are you making a defective products when you want to test. That is why it is called build, measure, learn loop, so that you will not doing the defective products for long time, so that you find out very well in the first stage, so that you stop when you find a defect. You will not continue to making many defective products. Later I just want to, after, I think this is what is about, simply some basic things about lean, how, what is actually, why we talk about lean startup, so that the entrepreneurship, when they are taking their money from their friends and families or spending their own savings, this lean startup methodology actually minimizes, so that you can both cost wise as well as your resource wise. So using those techniques, you can actually speed up your minimum viable product and then test in the market and scale up. And now I just want to give a little introduction about business model canvas, how actually you fine tune different elements of your business model based on your idea. Okay, what is the value you are proposition you are providing to your customers, how you are delivering those values, what kind of channels you are going to make them, what is the relationship between customer and you are maintaining, and what type of customer segments you want to. Because somebody said, okay, I have a $2 million market, or it's a whole world is my market. So that is not the reality actually. You need to specify your customer, what kind of customer, very specific, so that you clearly see in front of what is your customers, with their age, with their gender, with their geographical location. Those are the things you need to clearly specify, how your customer segment. If you want to do a different type of versions of product for different type of customer segment, that's okay, but it is very important to define those customer segments. So then, to do all these things, some cost structure. When you have a cost structure on the here, that cost structure actually gives a more detail. How you want to evaluate what it costs to develop a do your business. So those are the, if you see into the on the left side of this business model canvas, you have some key activities, key resources, key partners to develop those value propositions to your customers that will cost. So by fine tuning these elements, you will minimize or control your cost structure, not minimize, or at least you have a control of what are the things are costing me. On the other side, when you delivering a value proposition, you are going to create revenue by giving the value to the clients or customers. So you will be fine tuning those key elements so that your revenue stream will be there, and you need to have a system to collect and make the money. So these 9 blocks business model is developed by Alexander Wasso during his PhD in Netherlands. He is now going around the world and giving the lectures so that people can learn. Especially is focusing on more startup entrepreneurs as well as the mature business, so that they can put their things into the each block and see what is going around and play around. This I have exercised to my company as well as other startups. I see what is happening very clearly, and there are tools are available online or you can use them. But understanding those 9 blocks basic uh, requirements, so that you can know what is a business contains it. Later this business model little bit changed, where Ash Murray is a startup entrepreneur from Silicon Valley. He thought Alexander Vostok's business model canvas is not exactly fitting to startup businesses. So he changed, the 9 blocks is the same, but he little bit changed those 3 key activities on the cost structure. When it comes to startup, we think we work on a problem and giving a solution, and we try to measure. When it comes to lean, you need to measure. When you measure only, you will able to change them. So those things he put it as key metrics, whether it is a cost wise or a product wise development. You need to define some metrics so that you know what is happening between problem and solution, so that they actually comes into one cost structure. Unique value proposition, it's same as value proposition. And unfair advantage is like You have a special skill. You monetize your delivery to the customer. So the clients are look your product as a unique. You have a special skills. So you define as an unfair advantage compared to your competitors or with your special product or special service. And rest of the thing, customer segments and channels are the same. And the cost structure, revenue structure is defined based on those elements. But this could be used as a startup, as well as you can use the other standard business model canvas. Either one will work. When it comes to fueling your business, bootstrapping is the best one. Any of the business, if you look at an Apple, when they started and they sold their PCBs or motherboards separately, they made money, they built it again, couple of computers, they sold it, they kept with them, again they feed the money back. So when they thought, hey, we need some investment, then they're looking for investors. One of the Intel employees joined with them with the $2 million in his as a uh, investment to the company. So he made good money later on. But at any startup, in the beginning, bootstrapping is the best one, so that you will self-sustain. You can present to the investors who are interested to invest, so you can show them how you are generating your income. So bootstrapping must be done, otherwise nobody will invest on your idea. When you start your ventures, the capital comes based on what you make on the investment. Without measuring, without proving, no investor will invest you. So I highly recommend, don't look for venture capitals with an idea. Make your minimum viable product using some of the lean startup method techniques, which we are going to keep on discussing on every week here, so that you implementing it is like learning in a class and writing an exam. Same way you learn from your each other. So you implement those techniques. How, if it is not working, maybe you want to learn something, you discuss with other entrepreneurs, or send me a question so I can help you. Okay, what elements you want to look, what are the key metrics you want to do it. So it is very important to develop your business with the bootstrapping methodology, so that you will be very strong on your feet until you get an investment. Once you get an investment, either based on the share you want to give it in investors, you become an employee, or they will take control of, likes they throw out the Steve Jobs when the investors doesn't like him. So same way, it is just an example I'm giving, that many entrepreneurs, they kept their lot of share with them, they had a control, they are doing very well in their business, even though after big lot of venture capital investment. So this is only just, I want to brief you what is going to be different scenarios. So my main recommendation is to go for bootstrapping, so that you can show. And if no one comes, actually your business develops. One of the Indian company I know that it is actually going very well, bootstrapping method. Johu, you might have heard about it. They are developing a lot of products competent to Microsoft, as well as Salesforce and other products. They are doing very well. They are very well bootstrapping, 100% bootstrapping company, Indian company. Like Infosys also, there was 100% bootstrapping company. They went on IPO. Later on, they got a lot of money, and some other external investors came and invested. So bootstrapping is the best one to look into it. Think about it. I think I have covered basic things here. When we have a questions, you need to contact me. I have my contact details here on the slides. You can send me an email, or you can contact me on Skype. I'm actually offering one-to-one mentoring sessions for startup entrepreneurs. This is a course content 12 weeks program, This is, I will take them through a process of the lean startup methodology, how to get quickly MVP in these 12 weeks, so that at least they will generate some income, so they keep on going and they get increasing more customers, how to generate more customers, more leads. These are the things I'm going to coach them one to one. Who are interested, let me know. You can drop me an email or contact me on Skype. I hope this session is helpful for the people. We're going to see more on the next week. Please leave your comments and questions on our discussion forum. This is a meetup, so we will share each other. If you want to share something on the lean methodology with other entrepreneurship, start a discussion forum so that others will comment, others will learn. I look forward to see you next week. Also, we will make sure that this hangout will have without any technical difficulties. I'm in contact with Anil, and he is going to arrange a single location so that other people can join at one location. Physically they can interact. When I'm in Vizag again, we're going to have a physical interaction with each other. I'm looking forward to see you um, in Vizag sometime. Also, we see you next time. Hope you will have a nice weekend and have a great time.